Before I start anything, I want everyone to take a look of this. This is made by a very wonderful artist, my friend Kathy, sitting right there. It's for my mother. So there are a lot of precious pictures in there. So I'll leave it here for people to just look at it whenever they have time. So here. Okay. So I'm going to read what I wrote. So my mother, Shiromani Pandey, was born around 1926. People can hear me? Yes. While India was under British rule, her village was small and peaceful, away from aggression and revolt happening in some other parts of India. Her father was a successful businessman. Among many other businesses, he was a contractor of stones and may have provided stones for some famous monuments and buildings of that time. His own house, made out of stones, was like a mansion compared to many other houses in that village. Mother was the first daughter of her mother, but she was treated like a son, which was unusual for that society in that era. Her father dressed her up as a boy and brought her to many places in his horse chariot that was surrounded by fragrant grass. She had two other younger siblings, a sister and a brother. You saw her sister's picture. Ramayana, which I will read later, was a very important part of her family. Every night, my grandmother, under the oil lamp, read Ramayana as a bedtime story for them. She read in the same tune as her father, my great-grandfather. Mother was married at the age of 13 to a very loving husband who lived only 20 minutes away from her house. Her in-laws adored her as well. I was born after 12 years of their marriage and my sister 9 years after that. My father passed away young at the age of 40, I think. That year, we witnessed 4 other deaths in the family, including her own mother. Among many other characteristics of my mother, her acceptance of death amazed me. She did not cry or expressed her sadness like others. She saw death as a mukti, meaning freedom, or transformation, just like Gita's famous shlok. When our clothes are old and torn, we change them with new clothes. Similarly, leaving old body, the soul accepts a new body. In 1993, she came to US when Shyam, Shalini and Vivek were 6, 8 and 12. She stayed with us for almost 12-13 years and took care of her grandchildren's needs. She played with them, taught them, and cooked for them. Her presence gave me a peace of mind that children are loved and well cared for while I worked sometimes on 2 jobs. And her understanding felt to me like an oxygen when I was about to suffocate. The woman who did not cry when her husband died young, I saw her cry for the pain of her both daughters' miserable married life. She told me that no one can control death, but abuse and torture are caused by human. That is why it is more painful. Many of her beliefs were tested through her daughters' lives, but her journey towards the end was the biggest test. Her core faith was unshaken. She accepted those painful years as God's will and never expressed anger or bitterness. Not even once she blamed God. Her faith in God or destiny did not make her inactive. She lived a disciplined life. She called it Niyamit Jivan that she taught her grandchildren. She woke up around 4 a.m. and went to bathe in Gangaji when she was in India. She did her asana, puja, and read Ramayana every day before others woke up. During the day, she kept herself busy and rarely took naps. When there was nothing to do, she just climbed stairs several times that day. Her daily actions were offering to God and kept gratitude flowing in her all the time. She never ate food or even her medicine without bringing that to her forehead, showing that this is like a prasad to her. When she cooked, she asked God to make the food delicious. To honor the earth, she touched the ground before putting her feet in the morning. Even when she was playing basketball with Sham and us, she would first put that ball to her head and ask God that the ball goes inside the basket. And then also, same thing she did with the bowling. She will always just first bring it here and then throw it. So her other actions were seva, the one Vivek mentioned. That included taking care of her grandchildren or doing household chores, as well as helping others in need. For her, these are all seva. And she would repeatedly say that the Bhagwan seva karwa rahe hain. What that means is that God is having me do this seva. I'm not doing it. So seva is helping others without expectation or arrogance. That is the true definition, and she lived by that. She loved everyone as her own, and in return, she became everyone's mother. She avoided using me, my, or I pronouns. So instead of introducing us as her daughter, she would say, aapki beti, meaning it's your daughter. And then she will tell my friends or others that ye to sirf pet se nikli hai. She has come only from my tummy, but you are similarly my daughter or son too. As a child, I was very hurt, and I used to hide to avoid that kind of introduction. But now I know that she was seeing everyone with equal eyes, as stated in Gita again, that every living being has one energy, or God, and that God energy carries everyone inside him or her. One should see everyone and everyone with equal eyes. So maybe that's what she was practicing. Who knows? But I was very sad as a child. So these qualities enhanced her magical and charismatic personality that attracted everyone towards her, and she was blessed with many normal and loving relationships as well. One of them is her relationship with her sister. My mother and Mosi both modeled the love and relationship in Ramayana in this modern era. My mother was always there for her, and my Mosi's respect flowed through her children, daughter-in-laws, and grandchildren, and they both maintained that relationship till their last breath. Vivek will show that example.
Why do you get dizzy now? She says, I don't know. I'd gone downstairs to ask. Did my sister leave? I used to live with you before. And now I'm sick, so I can't come. Now I don't have that much energy. Are we going to have energy for the rest of our strength for the rest of our life? Now in old age. Now there's so much old age. Now we feel sick and our hands don't work well. Don't worry. Who knows when God will take us? You know how much love there is between us sisters. You know that. I know. I don't want to leave you any minute. Yes, my princess. Not every day is the same. How much love we used to have. Still have love. But now I can't stay with you. So what? Do you know that? Oh, do you hear this now or no? Do you know that old spiritual song that our mother taught us? And then you taught me.
ये आपकी मम्मी का? अच्छा।
He's asking that's your mother who taught you.
हाँ, लेकिन जो आप अभी गाएंगी वो आपकी मम्मी आपके लिए गाती थी।
हाँ, हम लोग को सुनाती थी।
हाँ।
बहुत भजन आता है।
अच्छा।
लेकिन एक भजन याद रखे नहीं, वो बताए नहीं।
हाँ।
प्रभु तो प्रभु के भजन वाहे नार नार है, प्रभु का भजन करूं वाहे नार नार है, गंगा के नहाए से कवन नार करी है, गंगा के नहाए से।
So my mom's gonna sing it now, and then she'll just.
I'm just translating.
How old were they at this point?
90 something. I don't know exact my age, so I don't know. Something 90 plus, but my Masi might be less than 90. I don't know exactly. Yeah. So that singing means that the only one should, there is, the human becomes enlightened only not by bathing in the Ganga, because if that brought the enlightenment, then the fish should be the first one to achieve that. वो दिखा रहे हो क्या? जाने दो, it's okay. Yeah. And then similarly, by only shaving off hair, no one gets insight. Look at the sheep; they get shaved daily. And then the third one is that no one becomes enlightened by just growing long hair. Peacocks have 5 feet long feather. So that's the meaning. So that's the singing is, I think they already heard it. I'll do the other one.
Yeah, you should sing it. If you feel
Hari ka bhajan karo, wahi nar nar hai, Prabhu ka bhajan karo, Ganga ke nahaye se kavan nar tari gaye, मछली न तारे जाका जल ही में घर है, मन पे विजय करो वही नर नर है. बस. So I have selected one small piece from the Ramayana because that was very important for all three generations. So the piece I selected is that my mom, where is that? Yeah, so she was true believer of loving, nice relationship, whether it be sibling relationship, parent-child relationship, teacher-student, or friend, neighbor, or husband-wife. So she wished for her daughters to have good married life, like main characters of the Ramayana. And she brought us to Gangaji early in the morning, and it was winter, and then we were supposed to bathe in there and do certain kind of puja to get a good husband. And then after that, I was instructed that I should, before breakfast, I'm supposed to read some pieces of Ramayana. So I did, because I was very obedient daughter. So, and then the piece I've selected, that in addition to whatever I read, I was supposed to do that also. So that's the piece I'm going to sing. It's a prayer to a goddess, and the meaning is that she, the Sita, the character in Ramayana, is saying that, oh goddess, you know my desire very well, because you live in everyone's heart. That is why there is no need to verbalize it. The goddess was pleased by that, and she said, oh Sita, your desire will be fulfilled. You will get the husband you want. He is beautiful, compassionate, and will honor you, honor your love and your goodness. All friends became very happy and they went home. So that is the piece. And this has a different tunes, changing tunes. That's why I picked this one. And then it's coming, a lot of it coming from my great-grandfather. जय 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 गिरिराज किशोरी, जय महेश मुख चंद्र चकोरी, जय गज बदन षडानन माता, जगत जननी दामिनी दुति गाता, मोर मनोरथ जानहुनी के, बसहु सदा उरपुर सबही के, कीन्हु प्रकटन कारण तेहि, अस कहि चरण गहु बैदेहि, विनय प्रेम बस भई भवानी, खसी माल मूरति मुस्कानी, सुनु सिय सत्य आशीष हमारी, पूजहि मन कामना तुम्हारी, मन जाहि राचेउ मिलहि सोईवर, सहज सुंदर सावरो, करुणा निधान सुजानशील, स्नेह जानत रावरो, एहि भांति गौरी आशीष सुनि सिय सहित हिय हरसियली, तुलसी समा. I forgot now. Okay, so that's the piece.
Very good, Mom.